Hey boys and girls, here I am at Riverview. I've got about an hour to kill. I dropped my wife off because she wants to do some shopping. So I thought I'd take advantage of that little bit of time that I have. What am I going to do? Well, I'm going to run around with some of Polaroid's black and white SX-70 film in my granddad's SX-70 that I have fixed up, refurbished with its new leatherette. It smells like plastic. So I'm going to get this loaded up, but I got to open it up first and stick the film in. There's the dark slide. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wander around and take some shots with this camera on this black and white film. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to focus on close-up detailed of whatever. Okay? I don't have much time, so I got to move it. So much for my up close. Okay, I gotta go back and pick up my wife. Maybe she'll come back here with me and let me finish this. Got another box of Polaroid SX-70 black and white film. I'm going to give it another go with this tree. But this time I've got the SX-70 mounted on a tripod. In we go. When they're not on display, store them safely away. Okay, good advice. Good advice. It's a dark slide. So, hopefully, because it's a little bit dim in here, the camera's going to use a slow shutter speed, so being on a tripod should be fine and dandy. Okay, let's give her a go. That sounded like a slow shutter speed to me. It's not too bad. The tree itself is a little on the dark side, so I think I'm going to give a little bit more exposure. Do it on this dial, maybe just one little increment. Let's see what happens with that. On the tripod. See, it's using slow shutter speed, so if I'm hand holding, I'm just going to end up with a blurry mess like before. So, let's see what this one looks like after it's had a chance to develop. There's another shot over there I want to catch, so I'm going to do that right now. So I just want to take a picture of this tree. You can sort of see it's got a almost face-like. Right, these branches coming out. It's kind of cool looking. Okay, I'm in my darkroom. This is the first one I took. It's a little bit dark. This is one I gave a little bit of exposure, a little bit more exposure, one increment. See, it's really, really subtle. Remember, that was the one that I took before that. It's kind of neat though, that camera shake and everything. But at least now I know. You've got to have the camera on a tripod if you're in low light conditions. You know, I could have given this one that I gave more exposure to, I could have given it more exposure, but then I'm going to start to lose some detail in these really bright areas. That's what's really difficult with this instant film. You can control the exposure, but you don't have any control over the highlights. I don't want to do this for my serious work. Anyways, I moved the camera around to the side and I wanted to get a picture of... That one turned out pretty nicely. I like it because it's almost like face here. So that one's not too bad. That one I opened up the exposure and increment. So that one turned out quite nicely. Then I wandered over to the crease building and I decided to photograph the staircase. This one I had the exposure set on 0. Turned out really nicely. And then the last one I took, I gave an increment more exposure. It was kind of dark on this side of the tree, and it's not bad at all. Framing is really tight, right? One thing that I've learned is that I would not want to use the SX-70 for my serious work unless I had normal subject luminance range, like that. It's a good mixture of light, so it turned out really well. My main mission, to photograph the tree sharp, not blurry, was a success. I think I'm going to stick with film.